business. Tamar, are you with her?
Well, at this point, yeah, because, you know, when all of that shenanigans happened between those two, they were kids. And at this point, they have to figure things out on their own right now. And honestly, we shouldn't intervene. We should let them grow up and figure things out. But she should definitely be careful.
Yeah.
I do definitely think
No, we
that.
wish them the best. I really hope she is careful and that it works out for them. Well, from renewed love to new love. At number 4 in the Showbiz Countdown, Snooki's surprise. You remember when Snooki dropped her pregnancy bombshell news? Even her best friends were speechless. Let's watch that moment.
It is dessert time, and Nicole looks like a bag of shaking bones.
Something's going on with this cake.
I've never seen Nicole this type of nervous.
It looks like your bow.
Right? That's cute. It's my cake. I love it. We have to see the top design.
Wow, it is crazy.
Okay?
By the way, I'm pregnant.
Holy!
Oh
What?
my God.
You're pregnant?
Yeah, and after that, Sean, of course, the world was worried. Could Snooki actually really take care of a baby? Do you think she's going to prove all the naysayers wrong?
I mean, you know, nothing says motherhood like clubbing till 4 a.m. and then bringing random guys back to the smush room. But, you know, here's the thing. I mean, with the wild success of the show, it only makes sense that they need to find new material for a spin-off.
Yes.
And apparently this is the next chapter.
We'll see.
And you know, again, though, seriously, wishing her the best.
Yeah, well, that's how we have to.
She did herself a favor.
Do not
She's
move.
5'2".
She did us all a
Little
favor,
girl.
I think, and the general public. Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes' divorce bombshell comes in at number 3 on our Showbiz Countdown of the biggest shockers of the year. Coming in at number 2, Twihards were dealt a devastating blow when Kristen Stewart revealed to the world that she had cheated on her boyfriend, Robert Pattinson, with movie director Rupert Sanders. That's when all eyes turned to Pattinson, waiting for word that he was in fact okay. Let's watch what he told Showbiz Tonight about that.
How are you? Is Robert Pattinson okay?
Yeah.
Was it weird to see all the hubbub about all this reporting about you?
Since the first Twilight, I mean, you enter this kind of realm where everything's, where, you know, you get stuff reported about you, and it's weird.
It has to be weird. Pattinson, not exaggerating at all. The world has been watching his every move since we got to know him. Let me bring back singer and reality star Tamar Braxton and substar and author Sean Kanan. So Kristen Stewart really took a lashing from fans over the scandal. They were not kind to her, Sean. Do you think that people were too tough on her? Because Pattinson certainly never lashed out publicly, which I was actually pleased to see.
Were they too tough on her? I don't know. I mean, we don't know really what happened, you know, the inner machinations of what went on with all of that. You know, all I can say was, talk about being skeptical and cynical, AJ. The timing was a little suspect, wasn't it? You know, the final installment of this epic film franchise comes out, and suddenly they're rekindling their romance just in time for the press junket.
Yeah, no, I hear exactly what you're saying, and that was one of the wild theories out there. I'd like to believe, as much as we know this stuff has gone on in Hollywood, that it wasn't the case in this case. But that aside...
She got what she deserved. He's fine.
Well, there you go. All right, Tamar. That's a perfect reason to bridge us to number 1. It's our biggest showbiz shocker of the year. Sadly, it was Whitney Houston's untimely death. This is at the top of our list. Of course, the world mourned Houston's sudden death. None more, of course, than her only daughter, Bobby Christina, who talked on Oprah's Next Chapter about coping with her loss.
Have you had the visitation? I know some people might think we're crazy, but a lot of people get where they actually come to you in your dreams. You've had that?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah, and especially throughout the house. Throughout the house, you know, the lights, you know, turn on and off, and I'm like, Mom, how you doing? You know?
Really?
Yeah, we still, like, I can still sit there and I can still laugh with her. You know, I can still sit there and I can still talk to her.
It's nice seeing a smile on her face. It was such a tough time covering the death of Whitney Houston. Such a tragic ending. We're all thinking of Bobby Christina still and how she's doing as she moves forward. Hasn't been easy for her, understandably. But now that Bobby Christina is starring in a reality show with her family, Tamar, do you see maybe reality TV is actually a good move for her as she tries to cope with life without Mom?
I mean, in some ways I do, only because we get to get a good glimpse into what's really going on. But I don't think right now is the time to make her big Hollywood move. I think she needs to take some time out and grieve and, you know, process what actually happened this year, because everything happened so fast. Whitney passed, and then she got this reality show that did that 3 months later. And I just think she needs to sit down for 5 minutes and reevaluate her life.
Tamar, do you think she'll have luck stepping out of the shadow of her mom? She does want to be a singer on her own.
I think she will. She's very talented. I've heard her sing. She can really sing. I've seen her act. She's a great actress. But I just think right now she can't concentrate on her career until she processes what just happened to her.
Yeah, it certainly was an unbelievable time. It was something to experience as someone who had to report on it, being out there at the funeral. I don't want to end on such a somber note, though. We're going to remember Whitney's big smile, her white teeth, and always lighting up the room whenever she walked in. I know you've experienced that in person, Tamar. And Sean, thank you as well for being here. It's been great having you both.